do you guys think? Can you tell that the door is a different color? That's what I was saying. I think it turned out great. You notice how the ceiling looks black? It's actually the same color as the wall. That's what shading does. Like that wall right there. That's why it looks black. These ones here look like a dark gray. That door needs painted. It's supposed to match this, but it's not. This matches that. But this is Fairy Fawn. I think it's just called Fairy Fawn. It's like it's almost got like a tannish green, It's like tan with a hint of green. Can't really tell because the windows are so fogged up. It's not that much light in. But I still gotta come through here and clean a couple things up. I gotta fix this too. But I want to touch these windows up in the meanwhile. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. I love that color though. He said he got it from a cabinet store out of New York. Something like that. He said it was like an old rustic home. They turned into a cabinet store. And they painted everything this color, trim walls, everything. And he said they stuck the cabinets on the walls and it looked really good. I bet some stained cabinets would look good on this color. But finished product. Start to finish. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment if you like. Hit the like button. Trying to get my channel to grow so I can use all the extra help I can get. I'd be really grateful. I still got a bunch of other stuff to do in the other parts of the house. I might make some more videos in here, but I don't know. We'll see. It's a lot to work a full day and then do these videos. I'm up till 11, 12 o'clock at night doing them. But I guess it'd be a little better once I get an actual camera and stuff, but we'll get there. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this room because I thought the color was pretty cool. You don't come across colors, I guess, very often. And not to mention, not too many people are so brazen to go out and paint the ceiling walls and trim. See, before they wanted the ceiling painted white, and then the walls painted a color, and then they would paint the trim white. And well, normally you're supposed to match your trim with your ceiling. That's kind of like the, if people's like, I don't know what color my trim is, it should match your ceiling if you got a good idea. But a lot of times people don't, they just go with the white ceiling, then go with like an off-white or something on the trim, depending. But yeah, you see how the contrast is, how this wall here looks like gray and that here looks black? Because the sun's coming directly on this wall, but not that one. There's two different, that's the same color. Same thing with the ceiling. Looks like this wall's a different color. But that's how much shadows mess with your eyes. In direct sunlight. Like, I wouldn't have painted this semi like a satin. I wouldn't have painted it. I think we did it matte. Yeah, this is matte. This is a matte finish. See, if you do the reason why this is a perfect example. See how those nail pops stand out real bad now? It's because of the shine. The sun's coming through and hitting it. It's because the actual shine of the paint is throwing it off. So the shinier the paint, the easier it is to see stuff like that. This. It's because the paint's so shiny. So if you go with the flatter, if you go with the flat, it doesn't give a reflection. Like you can really see it in person. So I see this. Like I see it all. And that's with like a little bit of light. If you want to know how bad your, like normally what we would do, we come in and we take a globe light or like a halogen or something like that, and we would shine it down a wall or at least an area, and it would highlight anything that's on that wall that needs fixed. Some people, it was scary if you put a light on your wall to see how bad they really are. But yeah, like my old boss, we would go around with a light and make sure we got everything. But like that's just one of those things when you pay for, like, I want you to go through here and fix all the nicks and dings. Like if it comes at it's a whole different price tag. It's a whole different, like you just took a paint job from a couple day process to like a 4 or 5 day process to have us come through here and patch everything, sand it, and then paint it. But you would have nice smooth walls, and we consider like like say from a 1 to a 10. This is how we normally rate things. Like say if you want a wall to look brand new from a level 1 to a level 10, 10 being the best, 1 just put paint on what's already there. I don't care what's there, just paint it. And depending on how close you get to that number 10, depends on how much work we're going to put into it to get there. Because that's the first thing we're going to do is grab a light, and then we're going to start hitting stuff. And I've seen times we spent 3 days, I mean literally 3 days on mudding. Like going there hitting just nicks and gouges, not to mention the drywall repairs in the meanwhile. Because say you got a busted seam, or if you got a cracked corner or something like that, like that's part of fixing everything. But we call it starting with a new canvas. Like say how you got these. If you said you wanted to go to a level 10 and you wanted to start with a new canvas, we'd pull all these out. We'd fill every nail hole. We'd fill every scratch, every imperfection. Like we'd fix it all from start to finish. But you would have a fresh canvas, like a fresh, nice canvas. But like, just trying to think. Yeah, you can definitely tell that there's a plaster wall. Like, see the big crack going down the middle of it? That's usually a dead giveaway that it's plaster. And you can always tell plaster walls versus drywall. You know what I mean? Drywall is a little bit smoother. Like it's a smoother finish. Where plaster is got stuff like this in it. And stuff like this in it. And this is like every foot. And you wouldn't even notice this until I pointed at it. But like, if we was to come in and fix stuff, we'd fix all this. I see times we would float the entire wall from top to bottom. Like there's sometimes we'd literally do the whole wall from top to bottom, just mud it, depending on how bad it is. But it's one of those things. Like it really depends on if it's your house. You're gonna be there for a long time, and if you're the type of person that sees something like that, like say if you walk in every day and you see this, and you're like, I don't want to look at it every day, then we can fix it. Like it's not a problem. But like with what I'm doing, I'm just coming here and painting it right now. He didn't pay for none of that because he actually likes this stuff. Like some people actually like this. It's more of a rugged look. So he's fine with stuff like this. But there's other people that say, no, I want that fixed. I can't look at that. But it really just comes down to your own preference. But that's stuff that you definitely need to talk to your painter about if you're going to have someone come in your house. Because a lot of times, people that come in and paint your house, they don't understand. Like you think that you just got a bad painter or something like that, and it could be you guys are just off. You guys ain't on the same page with what you really want him to do. That's why it's kind of really important to sit down and talk to them so they understand what you want, what you're looking for, and it's hard for painters because like say if I told you, it's gonna be like a few $1,000s, homeowners get very upset, like extremely upset. But you don't understand. It's gonna take me a week to do that. That's my pay for the week, just to give you an idea. And that's not making no money. That's just paying me $200 a day. Like that's bare bones minimum. So in order to have a whole crew come in and do stuff, like you're talking to some serious money. That's why it's not. That's why it's very common to tell someone like $4,000 or $5,000 to do something, because depending on how many guys it takes to do it and how good you want it to look, like all that, that's where everything starts adding up. It's not necessarily like we're trying to make a ton of money, but if you want the quality, it comes at a different price. But a paint job is one thing, but like to have a whole crew come in and do it in a timely manner, and because that's what a lot of it comes down to. Like you can have one guy in your house working for a month. It's very common. Or you can have 5 guys come in and do it in a couple weeks. The money's still the same, because instead you spreading it out with one guy over a month, you're spreading it out between them 5 guys for 2 weeks. To give you an idea of how things work on our side. But it's just one of those things. It really does come down to your preference and how good do you want it to look. But yeah, I love you.